He will miss, like, this is the second straight game. Second quarter, T-Wolves up 7, make it 10. Julius Randle. That man missed the first 4 threes he took. Not that one. It's a 10-point lead. Jimmy Butler is 6'7". Rudy Gobert is 7'1" on a bad day. Advantage to the short man. Warriors down just 1 after the made free throw. Then the next Warriors possession, 6'7", Jonathan Kuminga again going at Gobert. Making it look easy. The Warriors were 0 for 5 from 3 in the first half. This is their first playoff half without a made three-pointer since 2007, but they still led by 2 at the break. Now in the third, Warriors down 1. Butler moving past Anthony Edwards. Warriors up 50-49. Then 5 minutes left in the third. Timberwolves down 1. Edwards going to make it a 1-point lead for his team. Then Buddy Hield kicks it out. Hield passes it to Butler. Corner 3. He made 2 of those, 33 points. Warriors up 5. It was 67-62. Then this moment, and again, I'm just going to say it. Anthony Edwards, who sprained his ankle in game 2, I think the ankle looks just fine. Kevon Looney, wrong end of a business decision, though he did try to back out at the very last second.
Too late.
Add that to the collection. Timberwolves down 3. Hield crossing up the defender, drilled the 3. He was 4 of 8 from 3. Warriors were up 73-69 after 3. Now in the fourth, Draymond Green to Kuminga. Kuminga had 30 points off the bench. Warriors up 2. Butler loses the ball. Persistent, though, stays with it. Then somehow hits that wide open 3. Maybe it's because he was wide open. Warriors up 5. Then Green turns it over. More on that in a second. Timberwolves grab it. Edwards lays it in. Timberwolves had a 1-point game there. Then Edwards going to hit a 3. Take a 2-point lead for there. Timberwolves now up 4 off the Warriors turnover. Julius Randle to Gobert. Felt like we were picking on Gobert earlier. We're not going to pick on him here. Timberwolves up 7 after the made free throw. And then there is Edwards knocking down this 3. Game high 36. It was close, but enough from Minnesota. 102-97. They take a 2-1 series lead. In part because that man absolutely took over in the second half. 28 of his 36 points all came in the second half. Third most points in any half in Timberwolves postseason history. Trailing Sam Cassell, 2004, and some guy named Anthony Edwards. Oh, that's right. He did that last year against the Suns.
Just trust the work, man. I feel like one thing I never lack is confidence. So if I got that, I'll be all right. At the end of the day, as long as one of us scored with a Timberwolves thing across our chest, I don't care what it is. I don't care if I pass it or not. Yeah, it don't really matter. I think just playing off the ball is better for me playing versus this team because everybody is locked in on the game plan. They got a pretty good group of guys that's locked in on the game plan. Like you said, it's a championship DNA team, so they don't make too many game plan mistakes.
Oh, he was brilliant. JK played one of the best games of his life. It was fantastic to see, and you can see how necessary he is in this matchup, especially without Steph. You know, we're having a tough time getting free, and you know, he's obviously capable of, giving us some points, getting to the rim. And I've said it a couple times to you guys. I've just been impressed with the way he's handled things the last couple weeks, with the way he's stayed ready and put in the work, and it paid off tonight.
Hello to Kendrick Perkins. Look, the Warriors are now down in this series 2-1. They do not
rejected on purpose because Steph Curry wasn't playing. And then tonight, you have the assignment of stopping the number 2 option on Minnesota, which was Julius Randle, and he finished on your home court with a triple-double. And you fouled out. You did absolutely nothing to help your team. We know that Draymond is not going to score, but the fact that he disappeared defensively and he's supposed to be that leader and now this team need him the most without Steph Curry, their best player, was a total disappointment.
The fact that you can say about anyone, you did absolutely nothing to help your team, is definitely not the direction you want to be talked about after a game. On the other side, you mentioned Julius Randle. You haven't yet mentioned Anthony Edwards. When you think about how those two played, your thoughts are what?
Nicole, there's certain people in this world that just give you life, right, and confidence.
Mothers do, by the way. Moms give you life.
Yeah, mothers do. And happy Mother's Day to you, too, by the way. Early Mother's Day. Anthony Edwards give people life. He give me life watching him through the television, right? And so I'm seeing Julius Randle play the best basketball of his career right now this postseason. I'm watching Anthony Edwards, who a lot of people had concerns about because he was struggling from the field, turn it up a whole nother level. Didn't come out in the fourth quarter, completely took this game over and matched Jimmy Butler energy and more from inside out. Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards playing the way that they're playing right now as a duo, not only are they going to win this series, but they have a legit chance at going to the NBA Finals.
Ooh, they win this series in how many games?
Oh, 6 minimum.
For Stephen Clay. Yeah, for Stephen Clay.
Exactly. And so I think the thing is, and he got nicked, maybe lost a little confidence by not playing. He also mentioned that, it's hard to get a rhythm when you're in and out, in and out, and in and out. And so playing extended minutes. But I think their backs against the wall now. I don't really think they have a choice but to play him a substantial amount of minutes. Draymond needs to understand, Ocho. In that situation, why would you contest that dunk? You got 5 fouls. You just picked up your 5th foul on an overturn because they called a foul one way, but they said Draymond got the foul on Draymond. So you got 5 fouls. Why would you give up the 2 points? Because you're more valuable than 2 points. And by not doing that, so now you really only have one guy to initiate the offense. Yeah, Kuminga can get a shot, but I ain't asking Kuminga to bring the ball up, set the offense, and that's not what he does. Now, if I give him the ball down on the post, he can knock down the shot, but like Jimmy can initiate the offense. That's not what Kuminga can do. Draymond can initiate the offense, but he's not looking for his shot. He's initiating the offense to get people off back screens, pin downs, flares, whatever they want to run. That's what Draymond can do. Anything Draymond gives you over 4 points. Thank you, Lord. That's what you're hoping for. He's mainly an assist. He's mainly a rebound. He's mainly a defensive stopper. So anything he gives you in the point total, as the points increases, that's another plus. He gives you 6, 1 plus, 8, 2 pluses. He gets you in the teens. Boy, you like, whoo, Lord.
That's a good night.
Jesus. That's a great night. But, foul trouble. And, look, at some point in time, he has to you know what? Because Scott Foster's one of those guys, you're not going to intimidate him. And now they're looking for calls.
Hey, what's the other guy? Scott Foster and the black guy who don't be calling nothing. He don't play either. He don't care who you are.
Oh, Tony Brothers?
Man. Hey.
You got Tony Brothers. You got Mark Davis. You got Bill Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the rest of them.
You got Mitchell.
Yeah.
I go to the game, so I know him. Zach Zarber, Josh Tibbins. You got Ed Malloy.
Yeah, you know all the refs. God damn, huh?
I do.
Hey, I know Tony.
From going to the game, man. I go into the game. The two I forget the two ladies. I forgot their names, but I see them. Hey, how you doing? Congrats, good job. Blah blah blah. Just chew the fat with them right quick. But it's, just see them, like I said, I talk to them and stuff, during the break. They ask me how to do it. They pass me the ball. But it's,